G'day, I'm Tappers and welcome to the eventing show brought to you by the Horse Hub app. Since our last eventing show, the 2013 eventing competition season has rapidly come to its finale. Eventing competitors have enjoyed their last few competitions, and one competition that is world renowned for its fun and enjoyment factor is the Boekelo 3-star event in the Netherlands. Boekelo has a real end-of-term party atmosphere to it for both spectators and competitors alike. Along with constant all-week-long corporate and public parties, is a real stamina event for those who want to be a part of everything that Boekelo has to offer. But of course there's a serious competition element also there at Boekelo, with over 21 different nations represented by the starting list of 104 individual competitors out of the start gates. And it was New Zealand who came out on top with one of their latest up-and-coming superstars, Lizzie Brown, winning on her own and Tessa Grant's Henton Attorney General, who's a well-seasoned campaigner with Lizzie, having been successfully competed at the 3-star level now for the last 5 years. It was Germany in second place, with Peter Thompson and Bushwes Barney, followed very closely by Sir Mark Todd from New Zealand again, in third place, riding Leonardus. Boekelo also hosted an official teams competition in the form of the Grolsch Nations Cup, which was the final leg in this series for 2013, with Germany easily beating Great Britain in this leg at Boekelo. But the second place for Great Britain here was enough to secure them the FEI Nations Cup Series victory for 2013. Just a fortnight later, after Boekelo, the who's who of the eventing world travelled down the continent from Holland to southern France to contest the Pau 4-star event. This year's event saw a record number of starters in Pau's history as a 4-star event, with 75 competitors vying for the prize pool of €112,000. Course designer Pierre Michelet set a seriously tough and influential cross-country track for the 4-star competitors, with 20 combinations not completing the cross-country and a further 17 competitors incurring jumping penalties on the course. At the end of the week's competition, it was Great Britain's William Fox-Pitt stamping his authority on the eventing world again by taking the Pau title with Catherine Witt's Sea Cookie. He was followed by one of the home crowd's favourites, Maxim Levo, with Cathar de Gamel in second place. William Fox-Pitt then continued to stamp his authority on the event by also taking third place with Cool Mountain.
Download the Horse Hub app for your iPhone and iPad free from iTunes and play audio and video where you like, when you like. You can even stream it to your TV. Also available in Horse Hub, event highlights from around the world including Adelaide, Bramham and of course badminton. There's training too. Olympic dressage rider and trainer Carl Hester, 6-time Olympian Mary King, Canadian team coach Clayton Fredericks. Listen to US Olympian Jimmy Wofford. Show jumping help from Tim Stockdale. Dressage help from Richard Davison and many more. Plus, all your favourite shows from Horse and Country TV.
And I think we are the perfect match.
And so much more, with hundreds of downloads available. Many are free or less than the price of a cup of coffee. Download the Horse Hub app now from iTunes and keep your equestrian iTunes with you wherever you go. Just search for Horse Hub in iTunes.
After Pau, the World Eventing Circuit then headed even further south to Australia, the Southern Hemisphere's premier eventing event, the Adelaide CCI Forester, where it was a surprise victory for Chris Burton, who only rode at Adelaide due to Will Enzinger having had a bad fall the week leading into Adelaide, breaking his leg and so being unable to ride the Pearce family's TS Jemimimo. Chris took over the ride only sitting on the horse for the first time the day before the competition started, so a truly remarkable and a highly unusual feat to win a 4-star event on a catch ride in this fashion. It was Australian team regular Sonia Johnson with Belfast Mojito in second place, and last year's Adelaide winner Craig Barrett and Sandhills Brelair in third place. Adelaide saw the completion of all the major eventing competitions of 2013, but certainly one major story from the 2013 eventing competition circuit remains rumbling on. That, of course, of the shock positive doping scandal of the Burleigh winner Jock Padgett and Clifton Promise. Francis Steed, owner of both Clifton Promise and Clifton Pinot, who also tested positive to the same sedative at Burleigh, has launched an active media campaign to proclaim Jock Padgett's and Kevin McNabb's innocence of being drug cheats. Both horses' B samples have tested positive in correlation to their initial A sample testing, and so now it's over to the lawyers to fight it out at an FEI tribunal to be held early in the new year of 2014. Jock and Kevin will be required to argue their case as to how the sedation drug Respirine became present in their horses, and depending on their success in this mission, the FEI hearing will decide the severity and the length of sanctions placed against each of them. With the eventing off-season just beginning, it's party time for many riders around the world, and the main gathering to celebrate the British Eventing 2013 season was the Event Riders Association Ball, which was held in the heart of the beautiful Cotswolds at Cirencester. During this glamorous celebration, the Shearwater Insurance-sponsored ERA 2013 awards were presented. The ERA British Event of the Year award for 2013 was awarded to the Ilam event. The ERA Social Media Use Award for 2013 went to Sarah Jane Brown with her Shoestring Eventing blog. ERA Riders' Choice Award for 2013 was William Foxpitt. ERA Rising Star Award of 2013 went to Ludwig Svenestad.
I think it's very nice to be here, and I think this is a great event by Event Riders Organisation, and I'm truly grateful for being here, and I think this is a really nice ball, and also to Carrie who arranged this, and I've been a pain in the ass of trying to arrange being here, and I'm truly grateful. Thank you very much.
ERA Most Influential Rider of the Year of 2013 went to Andrew Nicholson.
In 2013, the Event Riders Association have recognised a number of leading lights within the sport of eventing with a series of awards, and I'm delighted to present Andrew Nicholson with his award for the Most Influential Rider of the 2013 season. Your award here is for the Most Influential Rider on a global scale, and it's been voted for by course designers, officials, and indeed even some ground jury members you've impressed throughout the year. So congratulations.
Thanks very much, John T. Very honoured that I've managed to win this award, and thank all those grand jury members and course designers and officials who voted for me.
So that's on behalf of the Event Riders Association. Thank you.
ERA Against All Odds Award for the 2013 went to Simon Grieve. Simon came to everyone's attention after his post-Burleigh blog went viral with its following, and certainly is worth a read to gain a fascinating insight into the toughness of our eventing competitors.
The Shearwater ERA Against All Odds Award. This is for recognition of someone who's come back from an absolute zero and made eventing look what it is. Amazing sport. That goes to Simon Grieve.
There was also 3 British Eventing Awards presented at the ERA Ball. The John Berder Young Rider Achievement Trophy went to Holly Woodhead, who was the highest placed Brit in the FEI Young Rider European Championships this year. The Goldman Cup from British Eventing was presented to Danny Evans for being the leading under-21 rider in 2013 in the year-end rider rankings. And finally, from British Eventing, the leading rider in the BE Foundation points for 2013 was awarded to James Somerville. So with all the eventing action now drawn to a close for 2013, it's time to look at the final British Eventing Rider Rankings for 2013. And at the top of affairs, it's New Zealand's Andrew Nicholson, who has now claimed the leading British Eventing rider title for a record 15th time. He's closely followed by British rider William Fox-Pitt, and again from Britain Oliver Townend and Izzy Taylor. And then we see New Zealand again in 5th place with Janelle Richards, who's had a fantastic season in 2013. Pippa Funnell, the eventing legend, in 7th, followed by Aoife Clarke from Ireland, who's also had one of her best seasons to career, in 8th. Sam Griffiths and Caroline Powell start the Southern Hemisphere domination of the rankings from then on in, with Sir Mark Todd, Bill Levitt, Tim Price, Jonathan Paget, all making up the numbers in the top 20. Making it a truly international affair, Vittoria Panazon in 16th place. At the tail end of the top 20, we see some British riders again, in the young Kitty King and Tom McEwen. And so now we look at the FEI World Rider Rankings from November 2013. And no surprise there, but it's Andrew Nicholson in the lead. No change at the top, again for William Fox-Pitt, close behind him in 2nd place. But up 1 place this month is Bruce Davidson from America, who's done a swap with Michael Young from Germany, pushing also down Ingrid Klimke. After Adelaide, we see some Australians jumping up into the top rankings, with Shane Rose into 6th and Sonia Johnson into 7th place. Those 2 Australian riders jumping into the top 10 has of course pushed Janelle Richards, Jonathan Paget down a couple of placings, as Stuart Tinney rounds off the top 10 for Australia. And of course Christopher Burton jumping up the rankings this month after that success at Adelaide. He's up a massive 31 places this month. Thank you for joining us here at the Eventing Show, brought to you by the Horse Hub app. We look forward to bringing you all the news and excitement of the 2014 eventing competition season. Remember, you can also follow us on Twitter at Eventing TV Show and Facebook, The Eventing TV Show, where we'd love to hear your suggestions for making the Eventing Show great for 2014. We hope to see you next year. Happy riding. Just a fortnight later, the who's who of the eventing world travelled down the continent from Holland to southern France to continue. What IQ's turned itself off? I don't need to stop. Come here.
Who's riding high and looking good for the 2013 season.
Who's who of the eventing world travelled down from Boekelo in Holland to the southern.
For the first episode of the Eventing Show, brought to you by the Horse Hub app and here at South. It really wasn't.
They do call him one-time Spence.
Do they?
Alright, negotiate the chair and don't fall over. Thank you for joining us here at the Eventing Show, brought to you by the Horse Hub app. We look forward.
Sorry, can you just straighten your collar? The coat, one's up, one's in.
You either want it up or you want it down.
Just very
Conscious about the
That's another episode. Yeah. It's late night.
Switch over to channel XXX.
Now that would make us money.
I promise you it wouldn't.
No, not with us.
bounce ideas off each other and maybe mediate each other and make sure that they're not getting out of line with what is required at the competition.
Sorry.
I saw this little head I'd like to hear, Kat.
Ellie, I'm doing a television thing. Go over there.
I nearly broke the chair. Dun, da, da, da.
Yes, you know the distances are going to be this or that, or available to make adjustments safely, I think. What have I said wrong?
Nothing, they're calling Paul Tapner over the
I'm in trouble. Paul Tapner to the secretary. Excuse me, I have to go. Join us again for the next installment of the Eventing Show.
So join us again for the next episode of the Eventing Show. Join
us again.
Sorry, he's visualising.
Right. Don't look at me. He's running through the video.
It was dramatic. It was a dramatic pause.
I don't start giggling on us now.
Here we go. What am I saying?
I don't know.
Well, thank you very much, everybody, for joining us for this series of eventing. What is it?
The eventing. It needs his auto cue now.